It's a great day. We've got a spectacular crowd. NASCAR on Prime, ready for the magic at Michigan. Front row, Briscoe and Busch. Let's put the green flag in the air and turn them loose in the Irish Hills.
A lot of drivers moving around on these restarts, and they'll get tougher and tougher throughout the race. More aggressive.
Momentum outside lane. Here comes Briscoe using the high side to take the top spot off of turn 4. He'll lead lap 1.
Denny Hamlin trying to slide up in front of the 17 of Buescher. He does. Way down on the apron. Alex Bowman going around the 2 of Cindric.
You said he's a driver to watch, making it 3 wide outside of him. You got Cindric and way out there, Blaney in the 12.
They're going to stay 3 wide. Blaney's going to stay on the outside. Huge run by the 12 down the back straightaway. He'll clear in front of his teammate Cindric. Still side by side. Bowman, Cindric into turn 3.
You know who's feeling good? 45 Tyler Reddick drops to the rear with some changes, and here he is up 20 spots.
Flat tire in practice, damage to the diffuser, had to change it overnight, gave up that starting position, wondered how long it was taking. The motors by Chase Elliott already up to 20th. Unbelievable. We hear about the difficulty to pass. Don't tell Reddick as he climbs the banking. Kim looking to attack Eric Jones in the 43.
24 is strong.
Man, he was looking so good. And let's take a look at how this pass happened down into turn 1. As we've seen many laps, the 24 fades low, gets that clean air. This time he's able to get that 19 car tight right here, and he's able to side draft even back there. He side drafts right up beside 2 side drafts. The 19 lets him go. 24 is out front.
And there's Chris Buescher, 17, able to drive around William Byron while we were away.
Yeah, down into turn 3, the 17. We felt like he could have made this pass at any moment. He decided this is the time to do it. Right to the bottom, sealed around that white line on entry. Gets up alongside the 24, and I think Williams is just going to let him have it. He doesn't go down there and try to side draft and slow him down. Just kind of falls in line here, and new leader for the 17 here.
Well, and if you can win this stage with looking like 5 laps to go, 10 points, right? So 10 points for a guy that has yet to win a race. That is going to take some of the pressure off needing to win.
So they go down the back straightaway. The 11's closing the gap just a little bit here, Adam.
Briscoe started on the pole, led the first 11. William Byron went on point, led for 23. And the last part of the stage has belonged to Chris Buescher, the Texas native. Going to bring it back to the green and white checkered flag and win stage 1 at Michigan. That's his first stage win this year.
It's like Byron in the middle there. More 3 wide behind him, goodness.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace is there. Ross Chastain making a play. 21, Josh Berry.
Oh, the 17 gets up the racetrack, almost into Chase Elliott there. He's going to lose a couple spots to 3 Hendrick teammates. Larson, Byron, Chase go around the 17. Look at him scrambling.
And look at this move. Dive into the inside. Teammates again. Byron 24, 9 Chase Elliott trying to go around Denny Hamlin and Hocevar. 2 for 1 for NASCAR's most popular driver.
Hocevar and Hamlin slowed each other way down, arguing, side drafting. That allowed them to get overtaken.
Fast here yesterday, won this race a year ago, and he's going to find himself inside the top 10 early second stage, it would appear. And look at Chase Elliott driving around Ryan Blaney. They're buddies, but they're giving the lead back and forth. 9 leads at Michigan.
Larson's going to look to fill that hole in the top as well. He's going to roll to that right rear quarter panel of the 11.
He gassed it up to get there. Look, contact, more contact. Oh my goodness.
On to that. Denny Hamlin going for a ride. And here they come by. Bubba Wallace trying to grab a spot. Chris Buescher is there.
Denny's got to be losing it. Oh.
Tyler Reddick, Eric Jones. It's just a parade by Hamlin after he had to make that save.
Reddick's got a big run on his teammate, not going to get there. What a battle. These guys, oh, we got to spin.
Noah Gragson, John Hunter Nemechek. A moment ago, they were racing for position, second yellow of the afternoon.
And below him, the 4, right there, Noah Gragson just loses his car trying to avoid. Luckily, the rest of the field gets by unscathed.
No one happier than he saved it than Kyle Larson, because he had no chance. If an 11 was going around, he was going to take them all out. Let's listen into Larson.
Look out the windshield, Denny, instead of the mirror.
Once I said I got a history, and it doesn't sound like the history's getting any smoother today.
You don't want to be on that inside. That outside line's where you want to be. If you can't make the passes or clear to make the pass, oh, that's tight right there.
There he goes up the track, Custer, and he turns Bowman into the outside wall. They clip Briscoe, the pole sitter.
Hard hit for the 48 of Bowman, head on into the outside wall.
Suarez also a part of this accident.
Yeah, 4 wide, and all of them kind of squeezing together like a funnel. Contact was imminent.
It's great to see him out of the race car walking to the ambulance. Here's a replay.
So the 4 cars in front of him, 4 wide, Ty Dillon, he goes through. But the 2 makes contact with the 41 Cole Custer. It spins Cole around, the 48 head on into the wall, just a chain reaction there. Looked like the 35 wasn't quite aware that there were 4 wide. Herbst coming down the track slightly. Brad had to come to pit road, lost tons of track position. He's back up in the top 5 here for the first time today. It's going to block Joey Logano down into turn 3. Joey's going to drive it in there anyways.
How low can you go? There goes Chase Elliott, establishing himself on point as he shoots to the outside of Bell and back out front.
Yep. John Hunter, he was already in a wreck earlier with some damage.
Got a flat left rear tire. It looks like there's some damage to it. He's backed this car into the fence.
Yeah, the 9 cars having to serve their damage here from not coming in earlier. They're going to get this 9 car full, but Alan Gustafson and Chase Elliott were debating it. They were talking about how far could they go, how many cautions would they need, and how could this play out. But this was worst case scenario with this latest caution for the 9 car.
The 7 tried to go 3 wide. He's going to regret that mistake down here.
Ty Dillon making it happen. Trying to drive inside of Joey Logano, and there goes William Byron through. What a move by the 24. Tyler Reddick comes with him.
McDowell and the 20 got together a little bit and slowed each other down off of turn 2. That allowed Reddick to get by.
Lifts real early, no brake. He's just kind of coasting it off down in the corner. That's how you save gas around Michigan.
And here's the stop for Bell. You said he would be coming, and it's going to happen with 15 to go. Make it 14 to go, stage 2.
The 12 spinning on the pit road here.
Oh,
Ryan
boy.
Blaney, no caution yet. There it is.
And that was not an attempt to get to pit road. He actually got in the outside wall. His tire marks are way up the racetrack. I believe he got into the fence. Looks like just loses control of the car up into the wall. It's odd to see cars in the fence by themselves. We've seen it a couple times today. The 42 of John Hernandez and the 12 now of Blaney getting into the wall all by themselves. Just these cars are not all that comfortable. Take a look at this replay right here. Larson and Dillon. Maybe have Blaney there out in front of them. But Larson's going to try to squeeze the 10 up off the corner. 10 gets tight into the fence. Probably really upset about that.
Tell the clip you're driving for 29th and maybe won't get around the wall.
Yep, 10-4, copy.
Kyle Larson has had a few gear driving comments today. It was Hamlin, and then it was
had
Dillon.
enough.
Yeah. Man.
Uncharacteristic.
Byron inside of Cindric for the race lead. Reddick said, I'm going out there. I want some. Crossover Briscoe. Great stuff on the restart.
Reddick to the inside now, to the lead. What a great restart. Slides up the racetrack. Here comes the 2. Cindric back to the inside. They're going to side draft down this straightaway. Oh my gosh.
Byron loving what he sees in front of him. Opens the draft opportunity. 24 driving through. He's to second looking for more.
Reddick back to the outside of the 24 of Byron.
2 drivers cut from the same cloth. They are aggressive and they will go.
If there was ever 2 drivers that could have their own show, that's it right there.
Behind. Be smart with him.
I
I couldn't tell you who that came from, the 77 or the 1.
That should just be global broadcast across both radios.
Hey, and how about the defense being played up front by Cindric on this restart?
Oh, Chase Elliott and Larson back here, 3 wide at the bottom, battling up front.
Byron to the inside now. Byron has a good shot here.
William Byron second in stage one, trying to wrestle the lead away into stage two from Cindric. Side by side at the line, 1 lap to go.
Oh, Cindric didn't side draft. Now he's just going to try to squeeze the 24 a little bit down into the corner, but Byron has the tires. He's going to fire that car across the nose of the two and take the lead away.
William Byron having a day. And look at this coming from behind Hocevar.
Hocevar's got the momentum on the two. He's going to try to get to one side or the other. Oh, can he get to the outside here? That was gutsy.
And think about where Hocevar is in the points. He needs all he can get as we come to the end of the stage. William Byron going to get the green and white checkered flag. Cindric second. Hocevar ends up third. And great battles behind him for Reddick, Chastain, and others.
And if that's a dress rehearsal, can you imagine what it's going to look like in 80 more laps?
Byron getting a shove in the outside lane, but Hocevar not going away down low.
Priest has to get out of the gas. He's uncomfortable there. That's going to lose him a few spots. Bubba Wallace now, and Chastain down the back straightaway. A lot of contact there.
It's wide, and they're 4 wide as they head to turn 3. So aggressive on the restarts. Barry picking up positions. Wallace coming through.
Larson the outside of Chastain. Way back there is going to have to lift. Lead battle right here between the 77 of Hocevar and Byron. I asked the question earlier at the start of the show, could Hocevar be quick today? Spire is a team that we're not used to seeing race for wins.
Be the veteran, doing good.
2 weeks in a row, the 77 car's been up there with legit speed to battle for wins. Here he is again, 3 weeks in a row. This is the real deal.
Caution number 7, Todd Gilliland has made hard contact.
Yeah, heavy damage. That is off the exit.
I hit the left rear really hard. I think it blew a left rear tire. I'm gonna try and drive here.
Oh, blew a left rear tire. I was wondering if this would show up. Air pressure out of the rears is speed. So as everybody tries to go faster and faster as the race wears down, what's somebody gonna get aggressive? They're all gonna lean on trying to get more aggressive. Top of your screen. Oh, I think this is gonna be a big spin.
Yeah, that's a left rear tire coming out from under the car there for that car to come around so quickly.
Larson trying to drive through. Hocevar
Larson
jumps out front.
Larson slows him down, though. Good job.
4 wide behind him. Here comes the 5. Kyle Larson down low, going to try and grab the top spot. Look at the momentum for the 77. Michigan's own Carson Hocevar to the race lead.
Almost a wreck back there. Priest off the nose of somebody off turn 4.
That might be the coolest spotter call ever. Got him. That's all he said. Got him.
Another almost wreck. Kyle Busch gets a little turn sideways. There's an SVG sighting on the outside of Brad Keselowski in the 88.
How about that? Top 15 of the Coke 600 for Shane Van Gisbergen, 16th right now.
Every oval just keeps getting better as he just drives across the nose of the 6. You see the wiggle. That's the dirty air driving through that weight. He'll be one to watch next week in Mexico City.
Oh, he's pushing Bubba Wallace off of turn 2. Here's Brad Keselowski down the back straightaway. That's why the 88 was way down on the back straightaway. He wasn't trying to get away from the side draft. He was trying to save his race car after Brad Keselowski nearly wrecked him off of turn 2. So that's what the 77's doing to save fuel, is he's lifting way early. He's trying to be able to be in a comfortable position at the end of each straightaway to be able to lift quite a bit early, go back to 3/4 throttle, allow that 24 to close in, but then use the air to try to block that 24 car, not allow him to get alongside in the corner. So he can save fuel that way. These cars behind him, though, have a better advantage to be able to use the draft and the toe to save fuel.
But that's why, as you say, it's so critical to manage it the right way.
77's got a flat tire.
Flat rear.
Flat left rear, we
He's
heard.
going to spin this car out down here. He's got to slow it down.
Left rear.
Oh, it was the engine late at Charlotte when he was running up there on the front row for a restart. Leading here, 19 to go, and Carson Hocevar going to have to come to pit road with a tire problem.
Talked air pressure, we talked cooling track, and the 77 has been leading, running decent laps, even saving gas. The left rear finally gives up. 31 laps on this set of tires. Dale, you said it was about 20 earlier. Now he's on pit road.
Down the straightaway again, weaving, blocking, taking that toe away, not allowing Denny. Denny's like, yeah, whatever, take the toe away. I'm just going to run straight. I'm going to beat you through the corner. I know you're in trouble. I know you're going to be short on fuel. He's going to keep pressuring this 24 into having to run harder and harder, Steve, and hopefully run him out of gas. If he can't pass it for the lead, he'll run him out of gas. Big run right here. Denny trying to run the top of the racetrack, trying to keep that momentum up. Oh, here comes the 24. He's going to have to block him really aggressively right here.
Right, block right.
Then he's going to drive down into the corner. The 24 gets a little loose right there. Now Denny side by side. This is what he needs.
Denny Hamlin is there, drives to the inside of William Byron. Can he make the pass? 24 fighting back in the outside lane. Going to be 4 laps to go this time around. Byron trying to hang on. Hamlin not going away. What a race for the top spot at Michigan. And here comes the 54, a Ty Gibbs waiting in the wing.
They're going to side draft each other down the straightaway. That's going to bring Gibbs into it. Denny's smart.
I know it's tempting.
He's staying away from
the
him.
draft here. All you can save while they're wearing each other down. So 4 to the 17.
Then he's going to try to drive up the racetrack. Can he get the 24 out of the gas here on corner exit?
Byron slides it off the corner. And once again, he's back out front, but now Hamlin digging inside again.
Perfect side draft right there. Denny's going to clear easily.
Clear, clear.
24's out of gas, coming to pit road.
24 didn't make it, so that means the 11 has to be close. Can the 11 nurse this thing around for one more?
Plenty of anxiety in the 11 camp. Here comes Denny Hamlin. 3rd win of the year, going to come at Michigan. Number 11 delivers.
Let's go! Let's go!
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.